Hey guys, it's Zara. As you can tell by the title, this will be my K-pop readathon TBR and pretty much just my June and July TBR as well. Sorry if the lighting's kind of bad. I'm filming really late at night, but also please check the description with how you can help with Black Lives Matter, whether that's donation links or petitions you can sign. Okay, so I'm actually filming this on June 13th, and if you know what that day is, it's BTS's 7th anniversary since their debut. So happy 7-year anniversary to BTS. Funny enough, I'm wearing a Monster X shirt. If you're wondering, I got it from a Hot Topic. Love this shirt so much. But this readathon is held by Nunu KZs, I think how you're supposed to say the Twitter handle. Everything will be linked down below, so please check their Twitter account and like all the links and stuff for that. So yeah, pretty much this readathon is dividing it into, I think it's like 10 or more K-pop groups and like different songs of theirs, and then reading challenges with it. It goes from June 15th to the July 15th, so like a month-long readathon. So I'll just quickly say what the K-pop groups are, and just so you know, pretty much every K-pop group in this readathon is pretty much an alt of mine, and I'm just like, alrighty then. So we have Team BTS is the first one, Team GOT7, Team Day6, Team NCT 127, Team EXO or EXO, I just say EXO, it's easier, Team Blackpink, Team ITZY, Team ATEEZ, Team SHINee, Team VIX, is that how you say it? VIXX, I think it's VIX. Team Monster X, Team 17, Team Twice, Team Idol. I always say G-Idol because of the damn G. Like, if you're gonna name them Idol, just don't put a G in it. Makes no sense, but anyways. And then lastly, Team Icon. So that is 15 groups. And your girl, even though she literally only read one book in freaking May, which I completely forgot to mention. I'm gonna make this like a quick May wrap up because I do want to talk about that book. But I only read one book in May, and I'm really doing this to myself. And like, I'm getting close to exams, and like July is literally the last month that I have for school, so it's gonna be a busy ass month. So I don't know why I'm doing this myself, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm just gonna quickly do a wrap up for the one book that I read in May, and that was The Notes, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life by BTS, which kind of works with this readathon. But I gave this 5 stars. Trigger warnings, there's so many trigger warnings. I know I'm gonna forget some, so I'm sorry about that, but from the ones I can remember, there is both emotional and physical abuse, there's child abuse, alcoholism, why do I keep stumbling over my words? What else? There's suicidal thoughts. I think there might have been an attempt of suicide. I feel like there definitely was quite a few times, so there's that. Self-harm, a lot of mental health related things in here. Death of a parent, talking about like a lost parent or like parents who have left and stuff like that. There's just a lot of trigger warnings, and as I said in my vlogs, please don't read this even though it's a BTS book. Just don't read it if you know you're gonna get triggered easily. It doesn't matter that it's BTS, just don't read it if you know you're gonna get triggered, or just be extremely cautious, because this book, it ain't happy. Literally not. There'd be like the smallest bit of happiness that happens, and then it goes right to sadness again. This is the most depressing book I've read all year from what I can remember, so yeah, be very cautious when you go into it. But I really did like this. The thing about this is it's told in 7 point of views because it is with all 7 members. My pet peeve is multiple point of view books, because I honestly just, but yeah, so I usually don't like multiple point of view books because I don't know, a lot of the times I just can never tell, like I can't differentiate the voices and stuff, and I just mix them all together. But with this one, I could actually tell who was who, and I could actually distinguish who is who, which is a very big point of why I like this. And yeah, it's also a very short book. It's not even 300 pages. It's 230 pages, so there's that. It's told in like almost this diary format kind of, so it's like you'll have like the character's name and then like the date. So like there'd be like maybe there'd be one page, sometimes it'd be like one page, almost like a paragraph, like less than a paragraph worth of reading, and then you go on to the next member and stuff. So it definitely read it, even though it took me like almost the entire month to read, because I'm just a slow reader, and because I wasn't picking it up every day because it was really sad. It's just like you could definitely read this in one sitting because of how short and cut up almost the chapters are, I guess. So there's that. Yeah, just like I really liked everything about this. I think this is supposed to be almost like either a companion or a sequel to the Save Me webtoon, if you've read that, which also was not happy at all, but it was really good, and I think I gave that 5 stars as well. But yeah, people, I know someone just be like, you only gave it 5 stars because you're a BTS stan, like BTS is when you're old. Okay, and if I hated it, I would have said so, but I didn't. I ended up not hating it because it's a very amazing book. Some other things was they do reference like other books and stuff, and they mention what the books are, and they do actually mention other like MVs. I don't actually know if those MVs were part of this era or the next era, because I know Spring Day was mentioned here, I believe, and The Truth Untold. I think The Truth Untold was like the next era that comes after this, or maybe 2 eras after this. I don't know. But yeah, so gave this 5 stars. Loved it. If you're a BTS stan and you want to read it, you should. Just read it when you're in a good mindset and if you don't get triggered easily. But again, please make sure to be very cautious when you go into this. So yeah, and with that, let us finally get into the books, because I don't know why I'm doing this to myself with how many books I'm reading, especially a lot of them are fucking big, but okay. So if I look down, it's because I have the challenges written down in front of me and it's just easier to look down. So yeah. All right, so Team BTS is the first one. And if you're wondering, J-Hope and Namjoon are my 2 biases in the group, and everybody else is a bias record, but like Tae is really trying to become my 3rd bias. But anyways, first song, Boy With Love, contemporary, and for that I chose Emergency Contact by Mary A.K. Choi. A thick ass book. I think it's almost like, yeah, it's like 6 pages away from being 400 pages, but I remember hearing a lot of hype around this book, and I believe this is about a Korean main character, and I believe the author is also Korean, so it could be kind of own voices. But yeah, also I'm not gonna give descriptions about these books because I really cannot remember what most of these books are about. But yeah, so here's the first one. Next, Dionysus, I never know how to pronounce that name. Book with Greek mythology. And for this one, I chose The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. I chose the graphic novel version because I just really want to make it as easy as I can on myself. So yeah, and this is technically a reread for me anyways because I have read it already. Next, Black Swan, favorite genre. I chose Orange by Ichiko Takano. I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. I really like manga and stuff. I forget what this exact genre the book is in, but I do really want to read it, and I really do want to watch the anime as well. So it's also a thick ass one, but manga I usually can read pretty fast. So yeah. Next song, Persona, Own Voices book. For that we got a memoir. I have More Myself, A Journey by Alicia Keys with Michelle Bradford. I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. I'm too lazy to take the sticker off, but I just got this book from Walmart, and I love Alicia Keys and I love her music. Oh my god, her voice is so beautiful. It's pretty skinny too, so I cannot wait to read this. And yeah. Next, Friends, buddy read a book with a friend. I don't have anything for this. I don't really buddy read to begin with, but if anybody's participating in this readathon and wants to buddy read, then hit me up maybe. I don't know, I've never done buddy read, so yeah. Last one for BTS, 0 o'clock, start reading at 12 a.m. I don't have a song for, or I don't have a book for this, but I'll read whatever I feel like picking up then. Next is Team GOT7, and my bias is Jackson, but JB is pretty much my 2nd bias, so yeah. But this group, my bias changes a lot, but there you go. First song, Not by the Moon, read a book in the morning. So for this one, I actually don't have a book with me because my library finally opened up. I can finally check out books again, but you can't go into the library and stuff. You put it on hold, and they have this like pickup service, so thankfully I can finally put books on hold. So I actually have quite a few books on hold, so I don't have them yet. But first, for this one, I chose A Girl Named Echo by Katharina Vermont, as I believe the author's name. I'm so sorry about pronunciation. So I have volume 1 for this one, and I have read this, so it's gonna be a reread, but I really want to read it because I think the 3rd volume just came out. So I just want to reread the entire series, or the first 2 books, so I can read the 3rd one. So yeah. Next song, Poison, book with a villain, anti-hero as the main character. And I got The Ballad of the Songbirds by Suzanne Collins. Freaking President Snow story, so it's definitely a villain. But I cannot wait to read this. I've been itching and dying to read it because The Hunger Games is definitely one of my favorite series, especially as a child because I read them when I was really young. So this, you already know. Next song, Aura. Read a book where the cover is one of the main aura colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, or indigo. So I have 2 options for this one. The first one is The Tale of Peter Rabbit. There's like little bits of red on here and stuff, and it's a kid's book. You know I gotta make myself have some small books. The next one, it's literally just purple. It's Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery. So yeah, these 2. There's a lot of books in here, honestly, that I have to read for school. Actually, a lot of them I was supposed to read a while ago, but that didn't happen, so oh well. Love You Better, romance book. For this one, I chose Red, White, and Royal Blue by Carrie McQuiston. I believe this is a male-male romance from what I remember. I know that this was very hyped. I think it was last year on BookTube. I cannot wait to read this. Next, Crazy, book you never thought you'd read. That one I chose The Dark Knight Returns. Who's the author? Frank Miller. I have to read this for school. I honestly pretty much would not have bought this if it wasn't for school, so yeah. I don't know, I'm not really into like superhero comics. I love watching movies and stuff, but I don't read the comics a lot of the time, so we'll go with this one. Last one for day 6, Trust My Love. Pick a group member recommended or recommended by a friend. I don't have anything for this, so I don't really know what it means by group member. I'll be honest, I first thought that they meant by like group members from like GOT7, the group, and I'm like, what? But then I'm like, I assume they mean like other people who are participating in the readathon. If that's the point, then I'll just check on Twitter and see what they are choosing. So yeah. Next we have team day 6. I love day 6. I think I almost know every member, but as of right now, Jay by far is my bias. I can't with that man, and Young K is probably my second bias. So, but first song, day and night. Read a book during the day or night, pick one timing. I'm probably gonna do the day because that's usually when I do my reading the most. So yeah, and I actually have a book for that. I chose volume 2, a girl named Echo, which again I don't have, but yeah. Next, Zombie, which is definitely one of my top favorite songs by day 6. I fucking love that song. Book with zombies or any other creature. Chose the lightning thief again because there's like mythical creatures, I guess. So yeah, you'll see I've double up, triple up, 4 times up. I don't know what that would be on books because I need to make it as easy as I can on myself. Like dang. Next, TikTok a book with or read a book within 10 hours, not on the same day. So I actually have a book with this, and I assume they mean like probably like you can read at like 10 p.m. one night and then go until the next day. I think that's what they mean. For that, I chose Snapdragon by, who's the author? Katie Lee, I think is how the author's name, how you say the author's name? I'm so sorry. There's a picture. I have it on hold at the library. Don't know when that's coming in. Next, 1 to 10. Pick 10 books and ask someone, choose one to read. Okay, my little sister, these are the 10 books. Pick one. Okay. So I actually got my little sister to do this, so I already included a clip. I pre-recorded that, but she chose The Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, so I cannot wait to read this. It's gonna be a reread anyways, but I haven't reread the Hunger Games series in so many years, so I cannot wait to reread this series. So yeah, that's one for day 6. Afraid, book you've been afraid to pick up. Are we even shocked that this is gonna be in another fucking TBR video? Do I need to say anything? If you watch any of my TBR videos, this fucking behemoth of a book is always in it. I need to finish this book just to finish off this series and stuff, but I did try and start to read it a couple months ago, and I remember not really being interested in it. So I'm hoping I like it, but we'll see. Can't with how many times I've put that in a TBR and I haven't read it. So. Next team, NCT 127. Mark is my overall bias, but Johnny and Yuta and Jungwoo are really getting there. So yeah. First one, Elevator. Read a chapter a day until you finish the book of your choice. So I chose 1,000 Beginnings and Endings, edited by Ellen O and Elise Chapman, because a lot of these stories can be very short and I can just easily read one a day. So simple. Next, Boom, read a graphic novel or comic. I chose The Dark Knight Returns. Next, love song, romance, or contemporary book. I chose Emergency Contact by Mary A.K. Choi. Next, Not Alone, read a book with a friend or a bookmark using a picture of one of the members. Probably would just easily print off just a random ass picture of maybe the group and use that as a bookmark because I don't read with people, so we're gonna do that. Next, Daydream, read a book during the day. I don't have this book, but I chose Chloe and Cartoon by Greg Teaser. I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. Have it on hold at the library. Last one for Team NCT 127. Book with white in the cover. I chose Sadie by Courtney Summers. I know this is a very hyped book on BookTube, so I cannot wait to read this. Next is Team EXO or EXO. My bias is Kyungsoo, but Kai is either a bias director or just second bias. We don't know yet. Because I like just recently, a couple months ago, learned like all the members' names, even though I've been standing them for a while. But, so I don't really know who my bias is or my like second bias or something. I don't know. Get what I mean. All right, first one. Obsession, genre you love. I don't have this book, but it's Black Brother. I forget the author's name, but here's a picture of it. I cannot wait to read that one. Next, Nonstop, read a book in one sitting. Graphic novel, comic, poetry, book, short story, blah, blah, blah. I don't have this book either, but it's An Embarrassment of Witches. Again, don't know the author's name. Next, Day After Day, read a chapter of a book each day. 1,000 Beginnings and Endings. Next, Groove, read any book / genre you want. Chose Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. I really like children's books, and again, I'm supposed to read this for school, but I didn't. And I really just want to know what the original story is of this, because I love Peter Pan, like the movie and stuff and all that, so I cannot wait to read this one. Trouble, choose some books from your some books of your choice. Have a friend pick one of your books for you to read them. I got my little sister to do this one, so I'm just gonna leave the remaining ones because I'm way too lazy to pick more. Pick another one. The very bottom one? Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. And she chose K-pop Roots and Blossoming of Korean popular music by Kim Chum Nim or Nam. I was supposed to read this for my Korean history course last semester, but I never did. But it's really short and I really want to read it anyways because I love K-pop and this goes well with this readathon to begin with, so I can't wait to read this. And for my choice on any of these books, I'm not picking any more books. I have too many. Last one for EXO, Jekyll, read a classic. And obviously Peter Pan could work for that, but what I actually chose for that one, where is it? My bed is a fucking mess right now. I chose Anne of Green Gables. I remember watching like this TV show. I can't remember if it was on Treehouse TV. If you're in Canada, you know what I'm talking about. I think it was, and I love that Anne of Green Gables show, so I can't wait to read this. I need to know where the original story came from. All right, next is Team Blackpink. Lisa is my bias. First song, Kill This Love, try a new genre. Not really a new genre, but I don't read classics very well or very much, so I'm gonna go with Anne of Green Gables. Next, As If It's Your Last, pick up a book you've been wanting to read for so long. Honestly, a lot of these could work, but the big one that I've been trying to read, this big ass bitch. I can't with this book anymore. I need to read it. Last one for Blackpink, Whistle, book recommended by one of the members. Don't have a pick for this. Again, just look on Twitter and pick one. And next is Team Itzy, and Yeji, I think that's how you say her name, is my bias. Love that girl. First, 24 hours. Read a book within 24 hours. I don't have this book, but it's called Things to Do Instead of Killing Yourself by Tara Booth. That's a very like out there title, but I believe it was a graphic novel, so I can't wait to read that. Next, You Make Me, a book recommended by a friend. Don't have one. Just read one of these random ones, I guess. I don't know. Last one for Itzy, Wannabe, book you've been wanting to read or a fictional character you want to be. Chose Furthermore by Tara Mafi. I've been really wanting to read this book, and I love the fucking cover of this book. It's beautiful. All right, next is Team ATEEZ, and I used to have a bias, but I'm just OT. I always forget how many members. I think it's 8, so I'm OT 8 member bias because this group. Oh, this group. First, Star 1117, book with a star on the cover. Shows India, the Moonstone Fairy by Daisy Meadows. I know why, I don't even ask me, but there's so many stars on this cover, so yeah. Next, Precious, book that means a lot to you or by an author you love. The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I love this series and I really want to reread it, so yeah. Last one from ATEEZ, Outro Long Journey, read a book 400 pages or above. The Ballad of the Songbirds, it's almost like 600 pages, I think, so yeah. All right, next is Team Shiny, and I'll be honest, I really don't know who to say my bias is in this group. I feel like I'm just OT5 at this point because I just can't pick one. There is 5 members, right? Because I do count Jungho. Junghyun? I'm so sorry about pronunciation. I do count him still as a member, obviously. I think it's OT5. I'm so bad at remembering how many members are in a group. I stay in too many groups. Anyways, first one, Chemistry, book with a strong friendship or romance. Orange Volume 2, I believe this has a strong friendship, so this series probably will work. I don't know. Next, Who Waits for Love, book you've been wanting to read. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself because it's another big book, but I really want to read Battle Royale by Hushin Takami. I'm so sorry about pronunciation, but I just need to read it, especially because I just need to know how violent this book is, because I always see like clips and stuff of for the movie and stuff, and I'm just like, that looks fucking violent, and I just need to read it, so yeah. Next, All Day All Night, read a book during either day or night. Again, I'm gonna choose the day because it's easier. Don't have this book, but I picked Catherine's War. Don't know who the author is, but here's a picture. Next, I say pick a random book from your TBR and read it. Whatever book I feel like on here. It's like any book that I've mentioned or will mention because I'm too lazy to pick anything right now, so yeah. Last one for Shiny, Undercover, pick a mystery or thriller book. I believe Sadie can work. I think so I'm gonna go with this one. All right, next is Team VIX, and this is the one group I don't fully stand. I really don't know any of the members, but I think Ravi is in this group, and if he is, I love him, so I'm gonna say he's like my bias, maybe. I don't know. But first song, My Valentine, contemporary or romance book. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think there's love in this one, but it does talk about romance and stuff, I believe, because of like the main character's past and stuff, so we'll go with that one. Next, Sugar, books starting with either S-U-G-A-R. I chose the book Gender by Meg John Baker and Jewel Seachel. It starts with a G. So I think this just talks about gender and all that, so yeah. Next, Last Note, last book you bought. That was a lot of books that have been mentioned, but I'm just gonna go with, well, I guess the Alicia Keys book technically was the last book I bought, but whatever. I'm just gonna go with the Ballad of the Songbirds. Honestly, a lot of these books can fulfill this challenge, so. Reincarnation, read a book in a different format than you usually read. So I don't really read audiobooks or ebooks and all that, so I'm technically gonna do a reread, but I'm gonna reread Save Me, which is a webtoon, which I think that's like the only webtoon I've actually finished. So I'm gonna go with that one because I want to read it again. So yeah. And the next one, or the last one for Vix, but not for me, new to genre. Again, I'm gonna go with Save Me because I don't really read webtoons. So yeah. All right, now we are on to Team Monster X, and I'm OT7 biased because I can never pick a bias in this group anymore. First book, Fantasia or Fantasia? I don't know. I think that's how you actually say it. Whatever. Read a fantasy book. I chose Wicked Fox by Kat Choi. Next, chaotic, read a hyped or popular book. I chose P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I know like a lot of people have talked about the movie and this whole series in general, so I can't wait to read it because I did really enjoy the first book, shockingly, even though I thought I would hate it, but I didn't. Next, Beautiful Night, read a book at night. I'm gonna choose Save Me. See. Next, Zone, read a book that's out of your comfort zone. I'm gonna choose more myself because I don't really read memoirs very often, especially not like celebrity memoirs, so I'm gonna go with this one. It Ain't Over, read a book in an unfinished series. That one I chose Wicked Fox because I think the second book has come out or it has not come out, and I cannot remember if this is a trilogy or duology or something, but this is the first book, so yeah. Last one for Monster X, Stand Up, diverse book. I chose Being Jazz, My Life as a Transgender Teen by Jazz Jennings. Really like her, and I cannot wait to read this. All right, next is Team 17, and Woozy is my bias, even though I don't know the members extremely well, but Woozy, love that man so much. First is Fear, book you've been scared to pick up. Honestly, Obsidio could work for that, but I'm actually gonna go with Battle Royale. It's fucking thick, and I know it's gonna be pretty graphic to read, so yeah. Next, 247, book with a number in the title. I chose A Million Junes by Emily Henry. Next, Second Life, reread a favorite book or read the second book in a series. I chose Catching Fire by Susan Collins. I'm actually wondering now, because like The Ballad of Songbirds could count as like the first book, so that would mean like The Hunger Game might be the sequel, but if we're going with the original trilogy, it's Catching Fire. Next one, lucky book you're grateful for or book you've recently bought. I chose The Light Princess by George MacDonald, the NAS book, so yeah, and the font is huge. So yeah. Last one for 17, hit book where the title starts with H-I or T. I know this is kind of like cheating because you shouldn't really go with the, but I'm gonna go with The Kurdish Bike by Alyssa Lightbourne, I think is how you say the author's name, so yeah. Next is Team Twice. I can never say the member's name. Jeonyeon? The one who usually had short hair. She's my bias. First one, Happy to read a book in a genre you love or by an author you love. I chose Comeback by Lynn Ashwood and H.O. Rose. It's YA. I love YA, so yeah. And it works because it's about a K-pop, somebody becoming a K-pop idol or something like that. So yeah. Next, What You've Been Waiting For, book that has been on your TBR the longest. This wasn't really, but I'm just gonna go with The Kurdish Bike again, so yeah. Next, Changing, read your least read genre. That one I chose Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk, I think so you say the other's name. I don't read classics a lot, so yeah. Next, Fake and True, pick a book from your favorite genre, another one from your friend's favorite genre, and someone choose your next read. I'm honestly just gonna go with this. I don't feel like picking that many books. Probably I'll just figure it out later, but I'm gonna go with Witchwood. I can't remember, is that middle grade or YA? Either way, I like that both genres. Last one for Twice, Breakthrough, a popular or hyped book. Chose Furthermore by Tara Murphy. Very hyped. Already used to be. I don't see people talk about it. We're on to the last two groups. Next one is group Idol. I don't really know this group very well, so I don't really know who to say my biases yet. So we're gonna go with that. First song, Love You, book you think you'll love. Orange by Ichika Takano. Again, sorry about my pronunciation. Next, Lion, book with lion in the title or on the cover, or a book title starting with either I or L-I-O or N. I chose India, the Moonstone Fairy. Yeah. Next, maybe book you've been putting off reading. I chose Grendel by George Gardner, I think is the author's name. Again, I was supposed to read this last semester. Never did, but I still want to read it, so why not? Last one for Idol. Oh my god, new release you've been excited to read. The Ballad of the Songbirds. All right, lastly, Team Icon. I know this group somewhat, so I don't really know who to pick my bias. Probably Bobby and June. I can't remember what his actual name is, but those two. First one, Love Scenario or Scenario. Contemporary. I chose Red, White, and Royal Blue. Dive, book that makes you dive in the story. I chose Save Me because I already know that's gonna happen anyways, so yeah, a book almost fell. Next, My Type, your favorite genre. I chose Lightning Thief. I love graphic novels. I love Greek mythology, so what that. Next, I'm Okay, book that makes you feel comfortable. I feel like Chloe and cartoon could probably work for this because like it looks like a children's graphic novel and those usually make me feel comfortable, I guess. Next flower book with flower in the cover or in the title. Chose The Tale of Peter Rabbit because there's like flowers and stuff on the cover. So lastly, Killing Me, book with plot twist or story that you can't handle. I already know it's gonna be Battle Royale, so yeah. Oh my god. Finally, we're done. Okay, I'm done. For Fake and True by Twice, I actually did choose 2 books. I don't know why I forgot about that. But anyways, it was actually Witchwood and Wicked Fox because I like children's or YA, whatever, and one of my friends likes fantasy, so I'll go with that. Can't believe I missed that. But anyways, this is gonna be like a really long ass TBR, so sorry about that. But I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time. Bye, bros. Please go check how to help with Black Lives Matter, and please check out all these groups' music. Peace.